Hello everybody, it's me, and you know, I feel like I made a lot of videos on Lantorch before, and listen, I've tried my best to make it so it's not super boring whenever because like, Lantorch is only known for one move, and everyone can name that move. It's stupid. I don't know why I'm orange. I think I know why actually. It's because it's dark out. I think that's what it is. But everyone knows why Lantorch is good. The only reason it's good, because of flare. We all know it. So I've been trying to think, how can I make it so it's not inherently super boring? And that's when I came up with its secret ability, which not a lot of people probably know that this ability exists. And yeah, I have a very frail, smart, nimble here, which works just fine on pretty much any Lantorch set. And I moved Adam Shine Shell. I'm going with Shine Shell because I still want, of course I have Flare, of course. I still want my Flare to hit really, really hard, and it also can help me break through some specific things, so it's actually pretty good. And yeah, here it is. Listen, I know it looks funny, but it works. Because, look, Luminami, Holobunch, other plant types might want to switch in against your obvious flares. So you can burn them, and then Luminami, if it's melee, is going to do half damage, so then it's pretty much only useful for Flash and Flee. And then if you get too low, you just Final Ruse. The best part about our ability is Send Off. When we're knocked out, we'll leave behind a gift, which heals the next person that comes in for 25% of their health. So this is more of a mid-game thing, where if something takes a little bit too much chip that we really are not happy about, we send it in, and boom, it'll be healed up. And of course we have Flare, which is just going to be ridiculously strong, especially with our Shine Shell. It's going to be really, really, really powerful. And then we have Fade Away, which is just going to be the pivot move of my choice here. You can go with Flash and Flee if you really, really want, or you could just go with Fire Breath. But I went with Fade Away because I feel like I don't want to be completely walled by plants, but again, Fire Breath, you can just go for that if you really want to, which is kind of sounding appealing, but it's fine. Now the TPs, I made it as bulky as possible so I can survive for as long as possible, because then if I want to throw out as many Raging Flames as I can, right? Flare is kind of like, I want to break this thing before I die. Final Ruse is then like, okay, now I am going to die. It's kind of there to kind of bait Luminami to go for a kill, right? Because I feel like Lantorch for Luminami is fine. I kind of like that trade. 36 energy gets you to 240, which allows you to click 5 or 4 of your flares and fadeaways, and then 1 Final Ruse or 1 Raging Flame. 64 range attack is just leftovers. Then the 200 speed is so we are as fast as possible. Now, is this going to work? Probably not. Is it funny? Heck yeah. And my cat was screaming at me, so I had to let her out of my room. Oopsie daisy. Okay, oh my god, who would have guessed? Lantorch! Okay, anyway, we'll beat their Lantorch with our Lantorch because we are just simply better. It can also bait for Nymray to go for attacks, but we're not very nimble. So, not going to be too great. I'm going to bring this for pivot because they can't switch into it. Yay, I'm so excited to fight Lantorch. I'm so excited. What am I going to lead with? That's the real question. There's a Cannabo, so I'm probably going to do this, maybe. I think this is fine. One problem here I'm seeing is Hunder. Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. Yeah, a slight problem. I'm overwhelmed by the offense here, so I'm getting out-offended, but we can figure this out. Yeah, this is what I assumed would come in. I feel like realistically they are not going to want to attack me because I can go for... I can get a big hit off or a big pair against them if I'm lucky. Of course I'm not. But hey, that gives us an idea of how much Flare is going to be doing. Wow, they sent in the 2 things I really did not want to deal with literally instantly. Holy crap. Wait, no, I do this. And then I fake that I'm Boots, right? I fake the Boots, right? Because they're always going to assume I'm Boots and they're going to switch in. We Raging Flame. They're scared of Boots, so they're never going to want to stay in. But once I reveal Raging Flame, it's Jover. I lived? What? Hold on. No. I need to see this count for myself. What is this hunter set? I literally die every single... How am I freaking alive? What? How am I alive? So confused. I can't switch into this thing. Our best option is Dusket, but Dusket was my plan to beat down the Lantorch with my clutch plushie. Let's just do this. Okay, I'm very confused. What? Is it brute force or something? Wait, maybe it's brute force? Let me check brute force. Brute force with no power cuffs. Yeah, that can actually lead to me living on 1 HP. So it's brute force without power cuffs is literally the only explanation. And still, I'm going to struggle to beat this thing. I actually could have Psycho Blasted to beat it. We actually still have the Final Ruse Lantorch in the back, so... I am concerned, though. But we still have Send-Off. We still have that as an option for if we need to die or something needs health. I hate the fact that I'm orange. I really just need a different light for this room. Because I think it's just my light. I need to... If I record in the day, I look fine, but I need this light to be changed. I think that's the only problem. I'm just going to try to kill it at this point. Very interested on, like, every play that they've made so far. They sacrificed the one thing that I was worried about. It's Kabunga Coffee, yeah, so it was not power cuffs. This is brute force, so... Sheesh. I just realized that this calc does not have Vice Jaws as an option. Okay, very interesting play to go Fiskarna there. We can actually throw out the Flare. At this point, the Lantorch has kind of served its purpose, right? Let's just throw the Flare out there. And if they go into Hunter, they just go into Hunter, right? I'm still very confused why they stayed in with the Hunter. Because every single Lantorch ever in existence is Boots, right? But I'm insane, so... Like, I'm crazy, so... Hunter's coming in. Oh my god, who would have guessed? Hunter came in. Let's go Cosmere. Wow, so much damage. Doesn't even die to burn. We can't even Icicle Trap because it's pretty much useless. I'm trying to think, like, who's the useful switch here? Is it just Plasmoth because it still prevents the Lantorch? Probably. I'm not sure. I mean, we killed the one thing that I was worried about that I physically can't beat because I guess they called my bluff. Even though every single Lantorch in all of reality runs Boots, he called me out. I'm the one insane person, I guess. If it lets me get free damage on Nightmare, I will take it. There we go. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Now, can we get another proc on there and the enemy Lantorch? Because now my Plasmoth is too low to survive a flare. Are they gonna go for Jetstream or Draco Beam? They're very weak to Plasmoth, really looking at it now. And actually, I mean, the problem is, like, my Lantorch is too slow, so I can't... Maybe Very Nimble was the play. Very Nimble may have actually been the play, because with Very Nimble, I think I actually get to outspeed Nightmare. Yeah, I do. I get to 171. Ooh, maybe Very Nimble was the play. I think it's still fine, though. I still want to hit hard with my flares, right? So they... Are they secret ability? What? There's no way it's, what, vicious is what it's called? It's the one where you do more damage if you're poisoned, right? I know the ability. No, it's Vivid Sight or Vicious. It's one of those two. Lantorch is not terrible right here. I'll Rejuvenate, then I'll go for a pivot with Dissipate. Come back. There it is. This is kind of what I was worried about. If I hit this thing, though, I'm in the clear, right? Huh. Yeah, Lantorch 100% a middle game mon. Oh, it's not even boots. Okay. Maybe that's why they thought that their hunter could just kill, because they think that everything that they run is the only optimal thing. Maybe. Who knows? I think a lot of people think that way. But it's never a good way to think. Well, Dusket's looking great, seeing as we're throwing out Paralyzes. We got Raging Flame. That's Quick Recovery. Okay. Does he just let me kill it for some reason? Does he perch? Gamma Pulse. I could get another Charged Arc proc. Potentially. Do I live? Charged Arc. Okay. We got the Lantorch that can, yeah, Lantorch can actually just come in here. And I can just click Flare. Alright. Go, Lantorch. Boom. I'm still in utter shock that I survived that Hunter hit. Flare, boom, taking down the Dragonite in a singular hit. This is kind of why we run smart, but pretty sure that died anyway. Let me go confirm here. Yeah, it exploded. Actually, wait, did smart actually matter there? No, smart didn't matter. Okay, it would matter. Probably matters on something out there. Now I outspeed because he's paralyzed. It cuts his speed in half. All right. And I think the Nightmare dies. Let's just go for a final ruse for the funnies. Airblade comes out and we take down the Nightmare with the final. That's kind of the idea of this thing. We also have a send off. We final ruse with send off. We take them down with us and then we heal our opponent. All right. So basically, we're not dealing with a Lantorch, but they have to deal with mine. But thing is, actually, technically, I do have to deal with one. Oh no. If the Boonery decides to switch in, then yes, I have to deal with the Lantorch. This is really good for the Morphezu and the Stratosaur and the Snagoop. And how do I beat Charonix? I gotta bring Protogon. And then do I just go with... One problem is once they drudge once with Terradescent, I'm in a bad spot. So it's a thing where I need Protogon pretty healthy, but luckily we have something that can heal Protogon that gets too low. And they would never want to switch Top in against Lantorch because they're scared of it. So I think I always fade away, I feel like. Right? Because even then, I actually wall Charonix, funnily enough. Lantorch fully walls Charonix, so... we can actually switch in against it. I think Dusk gets the move, though. We'll go with this as the lead. I think it's just the safest lead I have. Yeah, this just feels like the best lead that I have. And I'm gonna provoke it, just to make sure it can't go for any weird hazards or whatever. Okay, we got something they were trying to do. Now we can just Power Surge. I really don't see why Snagoop is staying in to just take half health from Plasmoth. It's very strange. They're gonna switch now, so I'm gonna Dissipate. They do not want to lose Snagoop. Into Charonics. Okay. Alright, and now we can get in the Lantorch. Oh, and I'm gonna Raging Flame. The Tronics can't hit me, right? Let's Raging Flame. Look at that! It's doing its job. We immediately burned Tatop, unless it was Thriving Pace, and now it's happy that I did that. Now the thing is, we want to play Lantorch to the point where we can die, right? That's kind of where you want to play this specific thing, where whenever you want it to die, it should 100% die, right? Also, the reason that didn't do as much as you're like, wait, that crit? The reason that didn't do as much as you were thinking is because of, Brain, you got this. The fog is up, so he doesn't have Awakening. But I have Mean-Spirited. And there is a very possible Charonics that comes in here, so I'm just going to go for a Dark Surge. I could have also doubled in the Lantorch. Thing is, my team is not low enough for me to actually care for Send-Off right now. That's kind of one problem I'm having. Plasmoth could appreciate it, but I think Protogon is fine. I think he's going to go for, like, Flash and Flee, though. Apparition, that makes sense. It's a lot of damage, and then we can heal it all off later. Let's Zip Zap, because you're not going to want to stay in and lose your Charonics. I feel like Tatab might come in, but I think that's stupid. I bet that is kind of dumb. And if they do stay in, then I just go into the Lantorch, right? Now I do something funny here. Now I throw down Final Ruse. Because if they switch... Look, we actually might just be able to just kill Charonics. Watch, this works perfectly. We Final Ruse, so then the Charonics dies with us. And then we give a health gift for the Protogon. So now Protogon, if he needs to, can tank a hit from something like, let's say, Snagoop. Right? It's working. And, oh, look at that. It's not like this matters because we already outspeed it, so we can just Zip Zap. But yeah, boom, we got our health back. It should be 50% personally. I think Send-Off does need a slight buff because that is really, really weak. Very, very weak heal. Oh, that is ballsy. I need to provoke this. I can't let this thing set up. If I let this thing set up, I lose. So I need to make sure it doesn't happen. But yeah, once you get Protogon in against this, he can't switch into Dart Burst because his Snagoop is low. His Tatop's burned as well. Hyper Sting. Yeah, that's about what I was expecting. I can't let this thing set up. If this sets up, I lose immediately. Though if my Duskit sets up, I win immediately right now. I just need Duskit to get set up right now. Though he has 4 left, but none of them beat Protogon right now. Oh, okay. He played risky there. Stayed in with the Terradescent. We get a 1-shot on it with 1 Dart Burst. Just 1. There's just singular 1. And they're into Morphezu. If they palm, I'm in a bad spot. They can't one-shot me if I rest. Nah, I'm gonna wait. If they palm, though, I'm in a bad spot. I don't think I can beat this at all. The only thing that I can do here is Thunderstrike and hope for a para. Oh, actually, if I survive. That's just rude. Yeah, it was, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was, huh? Kitty. That is tragic. That's very unfortunate. I'm just gonna go toss me or dissipate. Dissipate into the dusket. Hmm? Yeah? Are we all good? Meow. Meow. Mm-hmm. Meow meow. Mm-hmm. Good kitty. It's not Boots Tata. Alright, then Dusk gets looking solid. I wanted to bring Dusk on this team because I had like almost every form of status besides Poison and Freeze, so. Now we just oppress spam, I think. I don't think he can do anything, right? Hopefully. Let's see. It's kind of late though. Like, I got this out late because my rally RNG sucks. Like, it was awful. This doesn't even kill though, which is kind of sad. So we had to two-shot this. See, this is what happens when I can figure out wonky things to use. Busted as heck Lantorch, right? And I don't want to use Lantorch anymore. Even though this is probably the funniest way to use it. It's getting late, and I think that I did show off the best way that this thing... That last battle was the best way I could have shown it off. Like, I got rid of the Tronics, even though, yes, I could have just clicked Flare. It dies, and then I'm in a really good spot as well. And I could have saved my final ruse to kill something else, so wasn't 100% perfectly played, but it still shows it off pretty well, I would think. And yeah, you can also burn stuff, which is really, really good. Getting that pivot is also nice, though I didn't actually see myself using the pivot all too much. So I could definitely see you switching out Fade Away for any other move. And then, of course, you have Flare, which just makes this thing broken. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!